I think that it needs to start from teaching the young generation about well-being, about leading the life that is healthy, emotionally healthy and mentally healthy. And understanding that will prevent children from, getting into trouble. But the teachers and the staff in school, they just need to have the knowledge, they need to be trained that there are certain psychiatric disorders that may show in childhood. However, those children very rarely be diagnosed because it's too early for the diagnosis of such kind. The bipolar, schizophrenia, they are usually diagnosed in adulthood.
I literally thought you can even be a young child, and if your parents or certain people start suspecting already that you might have symptoms of bipolar, you can literally go and get assessed. So you cannot get assessed when you're young, only until when you
There
get
are cases where children are assessed and diagnosed with certain disorders, but usually it is waited until they are at least in 20s to be certain that this is the diagnosis that is correct. Because for the child it could be developmental, it could be spectrum, autistic spectrum, it could be so many things that giving that label too early could be harmful.
What about with your family? Like, does anyone in your family also have bipolar?
I am not sure about that. My family is very small. Many members are already gone, and we don't have the insight into the history of the family to know. I know that there was an uncle who had schizophrenia. Well, at least this is suspected that it was schizophrenia. But nothing about my condition in the family. So it's difficult to say. That mode, it's not very easy. However, this what I'm trying to do. I also publish books for children. So one of the books, The Red Who Turned Grey, is about depression, for example, and it's for young children. So by creating those books, I hope that this will be a conversation starter for adult and a child to kind of talk about emotions and feelings, because there is an increase in mental health problems between youth, among youth. And it's crucial that even young children are taught the vocabulary to describe what's wrong with them, what's bothering them. I think secondary schools would be good to start from, because this is the time when youngsters go through a lot of changes. This is when very often certain mental health problems manifest, and it's good that the channel of conversation is open for youngsters to reach out for help and also to understand those different conditions, because there is more and more people with mental health problems, and youngsters need to know how to behave and how to act, how to treat them without judgment, without stigma. So I think secondary schools would be the